Okay. Hope you all are doing great. I hope each and every one of you can actually hear me. I hope you can see me. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Yes, welcome everybody to tonight's section of everything we need to talk about. I mean, if you've been part of what we have been doing since like 7 days ago, thereabouts, close to a week now. If you have been part of us, you would have seen all the things that we've been trying to put together. Like I said, it's not just about prayers. It's not just about fasting, but we need to learn from people that are way ahead of us. And then today, all we are talking about, God bless you, Amber Focus Vision, okay, official Ini Obong. Oh, sorry. If I mother than him, sorry about it. God bless you too. Tonight we'll be having someone special, and then we'll be talking about something great, right? What youths need to know to dominate the online market. What the youth need to know to dominate the online market. It's very, very important that we have discussions such as this, right? Someone asked me a question and said, "Oh, why are you having your programs? Why are we having our programs towards this period?" And then I kept saying one statement that we're having the program towards a time like this because great people don't what's the word now? Great people don't sleep on time, right? Conversation, transaction is going on, times like this, and we have someone special tonight. I mean, she's someone that you really want to hear from, right? Okay, someone says something. Daniel, we love you, sir. You are a role model, sir. I hope I'm a role model. I'm not sure I'm a role model at all, sir, right? I'm just trying my best to, do all that I can to, propagate God's kingdom. I'm a kingdom-driven person. Mr. Israel, I see you. Joy, I see you. And everybody joining in, I see you tonight. But tonight we're having a topic. I know a lot of people have been sending message on their testimonies from the program since day one, and how they have been learning. You see, one of those things I've observed about us as Christians or as believers, whichever religion you claim to have had, right? A lot of people like to pray. A lot of us like to fast. A lot of us just like to put ourselves in a tight spot, right? But the truth is, have you really learned? Our pastors are there, God has blessed them. Pastors are what's the word now? Pastors are having things done. But you yourself, have you done something? Have you really learned something? Right? What's that one thing that you are proud to say, I have learned this thing this year? Right? So we're bringing this to your table for you to learn. Right? It's not just about coming to pray. It's not just about saying God said, calm down. Before God even said, you need to walk. You need to learn the craftsmanship. Right? The Bible is speaking. It says, "See that man that is diligent in his business will stand before kings and not ordinary men." But before you can stand before a king, there is something important you need to do. You need to learn and understand the ways of king grades. Right? So you don't just go to the place of the king, becoming an ordinary person. You must be diligent in what you do. And that's the main reason why, session like this is coming in. I'll be very sincere with you all. Tomorrow will be the final session of this. I've tried my best, right? A lot of us, I think it's just quite appalling that we don't have a lot of people on this call trying to learn. After dragging people from all around the world to be part of a live conference such as this, where you can actually learn. However, the video will still be on my Instagram page. If you need to actually check through with the video, please go ahead. And then, you can revise and then keep checking it. But I will say, and then I will say this well, greatness doesn't happen overnight. It happens over time. Right? So, without further ado, the person I'm inviting tonight is someone special. I will say, she's a great woman. She's a beautiful and great woman. Not just that she's a great woman. I mean, I'm not permitted to say that, but yes, I have to say it, right? If doctor come for me, nothing the shade. But yes, we are having someone special tonight. And then we're having her name is Mrs Bisi Akintayo. That's the CEO of G Tech Suite, right? Ms. Bisi Akintayo is highly regarded speaker and a prominent figure in the world of e-commerce, right? She's also known as the Amazon of e-commerce. For most people that want to really go into e-commerce and you want to be part of something like that, this is somebody you need to, be part of. So, I mean, she's someone you want to be part of. She's someone that you really want to get connected to, right? Because she's from the place of the e-commerce. She's called the Amazon of e-commerce, and, an esteemed e-commerce and money coach, right? With this, she brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to our roles, which is very, very true, right? Her educational qualification started with the first degree in English language. She's also an alumni of Penn Atlantic University and a recipient of numerous awards. Bisi Akintayo accomplishments are a testament to her dedication and excellence. Throughout her mentorship, she has empowered countless individuals who have gone on to achieve remarkable financial success with inspiring stories of mentees making millions and thousands of dollars globally. This is the person we're bringing online tonight, right? Bisi Akintayo is also a co-founder of the Stephen Akintayo Foundation, where she plays an integral role in transforming lives through trainings and charity works. Our impact has also been recognized with various, prestigious awards, solidifying our reputation as a leader in our field. With a vision to impact over 10 million individuals globally in the e-commerce sector by 2030, Bisi Akintayo goals reflect a passion for empowering others and driving e-commerce, growth. Outside our professional endeavors, Bisi Akintayo finds joy in our personal life as a happily married individual and a loving mother to 3 wonderful children. Right, a CEO of GTech Suite, Bisi Akintayo continues to inspire and lead, leveraging her expertise and experience to propel the organization's success in the real estate industry. She is currently on a mission to empower women under the age of 40 to own their property. Right, this is the person we're bringing on board. And then we are having tonight Miss of Dr. Stephen Akintayo. Right, it's an honor to have her here tonight, and she'll be sharing a lot of experience with us. With our experience in e-commerce, our experience in real estate, and then in all that she has been putting her hands upon. Without further ado, we're going to be having Miss Bisi Akintayo. But before she come up, also please kindly share this live to those that will really, really benefit from this. Our goal, one of our goals is to empower women all across the world. So if you're a lady, I think this is the call you want to be part of. If you're a guy also, this is the call you want to learn from, because we'll be talking about everything real estate, everything e-commerce, right? Because this is someone who has shown workings. It's not by cho, it's by showing workings. She has shown working in numerous ways, and she's really doing well in the industry. Without further ado, we're having, Madam, Bisi Akintayo on the call tonight. Anyways, before she come up, like I said, from day one, we had Dr. Stephen Akintayo, where he shared his experience on all the things that we can learn from. And believe you me, you can go back to the video on this call and on my Instagram page and go and watch these videos, right? Because they are materials that you would have paid heavily for, but you're having it at the click of your hand, right? We also had Dr. T, right? Dr. T also, gave us words of wisdom on day one. We had day 2. We also had what's the name? We had Dr. Walter. We had Dr. TJ. We had Mr. Farouk. And today, without further introduction, we have here today Miss Bisi Akintayo. How are you doing, ma?
I'm doing amazingly great. Thank you so much for having me, son of the prophet.
It's an honor,
thank you for having me.
Yes, I mean,
And good
always
evening,
looking beautiful
everyone.
anytime I see you, ma.
And you're always looking fresh as well.
Ah,
Thank
my
you so
goodness.
much. I
My head is
appreciate it.
swelling. Thank you so much for honoring the call tonight. I believe one can learn from all the things. I mean, after seeing your bio, the truth is every single person that we have been calling since day one, including yourself, ma. I mean, the bio is so intense. Believe me, I'm seeing to empower 10 million people, 50 million people. I'm like, this is a huge number. And I love the fact that there's a landmark to the timing to say, okay, in the next 10 years, this is what we want to try to do. And that's the main reason why we're bringing, this kind of life where you share the experiences of what you have, learned, and how people can
Mhm.
really learn from you practically, ma. Without further ado, ma, can you introduce yourself aside from the bio that we have read, ma?
Okay. Apart from the bio, wow.
Yes,
This
ma.
is the first time I would actually hear this. So
Oh, wow.
introduce myself apart from the bio that's been
Yes,
mentioned.
ma. Please,
So
ma.
I will try. I won't promise. So my name is
Okay.
Bisi Akintayo, as it has been rightly said. So I finished from Olabisi Onabanjo University. I
Wow.
studied English as my first degree, and I'm a mother of three amazing children. And I actually love impacting lives. I love
Wow.
to impact lives, and that's why I have a goal to empower over 10 million people globally. I'm
Wow.
also currently on the journey of helping females, that's women within the ages of 40, under 40, under 50 women to own their own property before they clock the age of 50. So
Wow.
empowering them to own their own property, their own assets as well,
Wow.
and for more people as well globally to be more financially independent. What else? What else? I used to be a stay-home mom,
Wow.
waiting on my husband for every penny. And what changed was my why. And I tell people, if your why is not strong enough,
Hmm.
your success or your
Hmm.
determination to succeed will not
Yes.
be strong enough.
Hmm.
And that's why everyone watching this today, I don't care how many like videos you're going to watch, how many
Hmm.
mentors you have around you.
Hmm.
It's not about the number of mentors. It's not about the number
Hmm.
of things or conferences you have
Hmm.
attended. It's about what you make do with what you have learned. And
Hmm.
this is a function of how strong your why is. So
Why?
I remember that day I don't like not to have toiletries in the house. And I did not have toiletries, neither did I have money in my account to buy one or in my pocket. So I had to wait for my husband to come back from work. He
Wow.
did come back from work around 10 p.m. Sorry, around 7 p.m. And once he got back, I dashed into his wallet, picked out his 200 naira note, went to the store close to my house to buy toiletries. And when I got there to buy the toiletries, while I was heading back home, the light bulb just went off, and I said to myself, do you mean that if your husband is not at home, you
Hmm.
cannot feed, you cannot have an emergency to want to take your kids to the hospital, you have
Hmm.
to literally rely on your spouse to do all of
Hmm.
these things.
Hmm.
And that was it for me. So my wife became stronger, not just about wanting to um, be able to take care of my own immediate needs as well.
Hmm.
I also wanted to be financial helpmate to my
Hmm.
spouse
Hmm.
because I've always told God I do not want to be a financial burden.
Hmm.
Of course, also because growing up, I saw how women were being looked down upon if they don't
Yes.
contribute financially to the home. So
True.
for me, I wanted to be a financial helpmate, not to brag um, about this to my spouse, but just to support. So
Hmm.
that was how I got started. My wife became
Wow.
stronger.
Wow.
I also wanted to help do my charity work without
Wow.
depending on my husband because, of
Hmm.
course, my husband is not the son of $100. So there is no way I can put all my financial burdens on him, especially
Sure.
loving to do charity. I can't ask him for all the funds
Yes.
I want to do charity. When personally as well, I've not been able to do charity for myself. I want to now go and do charity for others. So that was
True.
how I got started, and it's been
Hmm.
an amazing journey for me all the
Wow.
way. And it's been
Wow.
an amazing. And I hope I've been able to do something outside my bio
But
that is
you
blessed.
have said a lot, like a whole lot. I mean, because it's good having such life like this, because a lot of people see you as a mentor and really want to know what you have been through to actually learn well from you. Because most times people are not really practical. Just this little thing that you said, you brought, the practical aspect of, the story of how you change your narrative to, where you are today. And the truth still remains that one of the visions that you had is still very strong, that I love, is the fact that you are about to empower women, under 40, under 50, to get a property before 50 years old. Because the truth is, like you have rightly said, women in the time past, not this generation, but in the time past, their voices are not really hard to say, okay, they want to have this as a property. Most of them are like, okay, my husband will do this, or even if their husband will do some of these things, it takes a lot, for women to come out boldly and say, okay, look, I have a property. And sometimes, some women want to come out and say, I have a property, but what will my husband say? Right? I want to do this, but what will this person say? I mean, I know I'm not married, but I've learned a lot, right? I've read a lot, to know and some points, right? So, without wasting much of your time, I really love to dive into the question for tonight, man. Now, question one. According to what our topic is anyways today, is what youth need to know to dominate the online market. That's the topic for tonight, right? Because the truth is, according to what you are or you are doing, you are also on Amazon. I mean, the day I had the title Amazon of e-commerce, I was like, nah, this is the end of the ranking. Like, I have to dump my cap for it, right? It's amazing all the things you have been doing. So question one, yes, ma'am. What are the first steps a young person should take when entering the e-commerce space? Right? That's under question one. What key skills do they need to succeed?
Okay. So a lot of young people actually do enter the e-commerce space with the number one purpose to make money. I also went into the e-commerce space with the number one aim to make money, which is why everyone wants to have a plan B, plan C, plan B, plan A, plan F, plan.
True.
It used to be plan A and plan B. Now it's up to Z. If I'm not mistaken, we have a lot of plans right now in Nigeria and in some African countries, even some Western world as well. So for me, it was basically to make money, and for every young person who wants to go into e-commerce as well, is to make money. But the mistake we all make, or we often make, which I made as well, when I wanted to start my e-commerce business, I have to be very practical. That's why I'm using myself. So you don't think maybe she's all good. She hasn't made any mistakes before. So when I started, I did not do my market research. I did not do my market research when I said, hi, sis, thank you so much for joining. My dear sister, Uche Bond. Yes, plan Z. You have plan Z. So for me then I never did any market research. I've always loved to sell. I've always sold one item or the other ever since my primary school days. I would sell my lunch. I would sell my lunch. I would sell several things from primary school. Yes, I would sell my lunch from primary school days. I sold several things. So I've always loved to sell. And because of that, I did not even do my market research. Now, there's a difference between passion for wanting to sell and you ensuring that you do your market analysis very well before you get into the market. Now, I never did my market research and I dived into the e-commerce space. So the first thing I started was what I've always known, and which part of what I really did more when I was on campus, which was jewelry business. So I sold a lot of jewelry. I'll go to trade fair, buy them at extremely cheap prices, bring them back to campus and sell them, make my profit. And of course, use my profit. The majority of the profit was used for charity anyway. So use my profit for charity at the end of the day, because we always have one project or the other for charity when I was in school, or sometimes use them for drama for the church drama group I belong to, when they will have to bring money for this, bring money for that. So basically, it was just for the work of God. But I am actually happy I did all of those things because they made me who I am today. So for me, I just went into the jewelry business. I did not do my market study that. Now I'm no longer in the school premises. I'm in a different environment. And can this still work in this environment that I am at the moment? I have no knowledge of how to sell online as well. So, which was also another big mistake. I did not have knowledge on how to sell online. I did not have knowledge. I did not even make my market research. So it was a problem because I didn't do the market research. So that's the number one problem every young people face. They just go into it, oh, there's money in this business. I need to make, the business that everybody's making money in.
Yes.
It's banking and finance. That was years before.
True.
So people were rushing to banking and finance. Oh, e-commerce. Everybody was rushing to e-commerce. Oh, real estate. Everybody was began to rush to real estate without taking your time to ask what exactly is the market research I have done before I venture into this thing. Now, I also need us to understand that the fact that jewelry business could work very well while I was a student, now I've changed location. I'm no longer in the vicinity I used to be before. I've changed location to a different location. I'm being married as well. I'm having I think I had a child or two as at that time. I had 2 kids, yes. I had 2 kids as of when I started.
Wow.
So looking at the environment, I think 2 or maybe 1 thereabouts I had. So looking at the environment of where I started, I needed to really be sure of what works. So when I started with the jewelry business, it moved fine for a while because now my jewelry, actually, the people in the vicinity, in the environment, could not afford what I was selling. Because for them, what I was selling, based on the environment I was located, was pricey to them. So I had to find how to sell it. So I had to sell it, look for schools around to sell my product. So my product could not survive beyond the school environment. If I cannot sell in the school environment, it means I can't sell anywhere else. So that was a market research I never did because I thought, I'll just bring in this product, people in my environment will buy. Just like the way people have the mindset. So I bring in products, I just post on social media, people will just patronize, people will just buy. So the number one mistake you shouldn't make is do not take your market research for granted. Your market research is very important to help you succeed. And do not do your market research only when you start a business. Market research is something you have to continuously do because you have the competitors as well who you have to study. You have to know what's the new trend, what is the new innovation, the kind of AI tools you need to use to bring about success in your business. So let me get to this question too. Please, what's the question too?
Yeah, so the question 2 is still on that question 1, but it says, what key skills do they need to succeed?
What skills?
Yes, skills they need. Like, what key skills do they need to succeed in the industry?
So for those of you who are here right now, you're in the e-commerce space. Number one, you do not have social media skills. It's a problem. So it's not about I don't like social media, I hate social media, I'm not social media person. If you want to make money, come on, you need to learn social media out. Even if you are not going to be managing your social media account, at least you need to know what is going on, how they post. So that somebody will not just come and mess you up and say, if you post in the morning, it's the evening before the post will drop. Post in the afternoon, 2 or 3 days before the post will drop. So you need to learn the nitty-gritty or the little bit you can learn about social media management. So you need to understand that aspect when it comes to e-commerce. Now, secondly, you need to have a knowledge of digital marketing. Yes, you can outsource this, but just have a little bit knowledge on digital marketing, how to run your adverts, how to rank your SEO. You can have a little bit of the knowledge of this. Why? Because if you employ people and they are telling you, calling big grammar, it will not sound strange to you. You understand all the grammar and all the metrics that they want to play or say to you. So that way, there is no way they are going to bamboozle you with any big grammar. So you need to have a knowledge of digital marketing. Now, another important skill you need to know. See, if you don't know this skill, if you don't know, don't even bother go into any business. Now, this is not even about e-commerce. You need to know how to sell. If you do not learn how to sell, selling is a skill which you can build. You can learn it. It's not easy to sell. And I tell people that if you cannot connect into the emotions of people, there is no way you can sell. So you need to learn how to sell. This is very, very important. Learn the different skills and nitty-gritty into telling stories. One of the people that does this extremely well, I used to call him my organ, is Dr. Mrs Bisi Akintayo. The
Oh
way we
yes.
ran the post, oh my God, he is a marketer. I was just say, how do you even coin this? How do you even think and you come up with these stories?
True,
You
man.
even do better than most of the staff that were employed to do content creation for
Yes.
us. I tell him
True.
this thing. Because when he writes, he just writes in a creative way. So you might not be that creative, but we have AI tools
Yes,
that can
ma'am.
help you bring your thoughts to life. So you need to also know which AI tools you can use. We have
Yes.
ChatGPT,
GBT, yes,
really
ma'am.
amazing. We have writerclaim.com. We have
Yes,
a lot of AI tools that
yes,
you
ma'am.
can use. Some of them are paid, some of them are free.
Free, yes, ma'am.
ChatGPT, for instance, is a free tool you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
use. You don't need to pay a dime. So you need to have soft skills, and you need to even have a little skill about how to handle your phone, how to take pictures, how to do videos is
True, ma'am.
also important. Just like
True, ma'am.
I'm live here right
Yes, ma'am.
now, you can also learn how to do one or two things like this.
True, ma'am.
Using your phone, what kind of phone resolution do you need to buy or
Yes,
use?
ma'am.
Yes, I noticed that my iPhone 14, sometimes I don't enjoy it when I'm doing a live video. So I decided to switch back to my Samsung. And I'm liking the color of my face because I don't like to use filters when I'm doing live video. And I like the way my face looks because it's looking brighter and better. So imagine I saw it's iPhone. But the quality sometimes drop on iPhone. But
So, ma,
Samsung,
are you
just
endorsing iPhone right
I'm
now,
not
ma? Or you endorsing
I'm
Samsung
not
right
asked
now
to thank you so much.
completely?
They did not pay me and I'm endorsing them like this. Thank you so much for bringing me back
Oh,
to the
yeah.
life show. So what
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
saying is not that there are different brands of phone.
Oh,
It might
yes,
not be
ma'am.
Samsung, it might not be iPhone, but you know the brand that would work
True,
well
ma'am.
for you, that can
True,
give you
ma'am.
quality pictures, quality videos. This is extremely important.
True, ma'am. Thank you so much for that, ma. I mean, I'll be very sincere with you. I've written a lot, right? One of the major things you spoke about is market research, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to research on the market. And one thing you even said, before you even said it, I've written it. You said, what I wrote here is make your research part time on the job. So why the
Absolutely.
because the
Amazing.
time keep
Amazing.
revolving. Every job keep revolving. Every job keep revolving. So
Absolutely.
on the job, you need to keep making research, right? Because you
Absolutely.
might think you know, but before you get there now, you might even be at the path. Someone has gone ahead of you.
Absolutely.
So the more you make
Absolutely.
research on it, you must know
Mm-hmm.
the social media skill. You must know the digital
Absolutely.
marketing skill. You
Mm-hmm.
need to also learn how to sell. I, for one, will
Absolutely.
testify to how doctor can sell. There's nothing doctor cannot sell, except he
It
doesn't
can
want to
sell
sell
pure water to you and you will buy it. You can in
exactly.
short,
So,
don't let me talk too much so that
so
I don't get fired.
yeah, I can
And he
testify
has
to that.
mastered the art of
Yes,
selling. That is just it.
true, man.
He has mastered.
True, man.
I remember sometimes when I'm trying to sell, we tell me that you talk too much and you don't sell. You
Mm,
are not selling. You just talk and talk and talk and talk. Talking doesn't equal to selling.
mm,
Now when I look, what do you mean by I'm just talking? If it's selling I'm trying to do, I say no, you are just talking, you are not selling. So
mm.
he has mastered the art of selling,
Yes,
and
man.
I actually have learned over the years also
Mm.
from him. I'm not there like him yet, but
Yes,
I'm
man.
working towards it
Wow.
so that I also can become a billionaire and begin to do
I
billions.
think I'm liking this couple go. Hey, God well, oh, God well. All right, it's amazing having you on board here today, man.
Thank
I
you
mean,
so
I've learned a lot, and I believe a lot of people too are penning things down. Please kindly share this live as much as you can, so that people can really learn and then get edified by most of
much.
the content and information from it. Yeah. So, question 2, ma. In a highly competitive online market, how can young entrepreneurs stand out and how can they stand out and okay, how can they stand out in what they do, right? Definitely by themselves. So how can they stand out? Because we
Okay,
know that too many competitions out there, ma, as regards
yeah,
selling
yeah,
online. Yes, ma. So
yes.
what are your advice for them to stand out?
Yes, it's very easy for anyone to stand out, whether you are an individual just starting. Don't say that, oh, the industry is already saturated. That's the mistake a lot of people make. Oh, the industry is saturated. Who will buy from me? How will I grow my page? How will I grow my platform? The key is consistency. Be consistent and be ready to also be open to change in terms of, I don't like doing videos. Recently, I started doing some videos as well, or one or two
True.
videos. Sometimes I don't
True.
like. I like acting. I love acting, but not that type of acting.
Yeah.
I prefer to act maybe something that is maybe a movie that is quite emotional, a playlist that's quite emotional, because I used to be in a drama group.
Oh wow.
So I love this kind of acting, but not the kind of acting. But sometimes we just have to evolve and try to make, like, try to see how we can make our platform not to be too busy. So if you are that individual trying to create a name for yourself, number one is find what your identity is. What is your identity? So what is my identity? What do I stand for? That's why there are so many things happening. A lot of people might be posting about it. It might be negative. As long as it's negative news, you hardly find me posting anything negative on my page.
Yes.
Because that's not what my identity actually stands for.
Yes.
Even if it's something that even for it was so difficult. So a lot of people did not understand when my dad died. I couldn't. It was that bad. I couldn't even post that my dad had died.
Wow.
My post was more like when I could summon courage to even post something, trying to see post something online. It was basically more as if you think it was his birthday, but it wasn't his birthday. It was me just trying to see and not believing that he had gone. Because I just don't believe in posting negative things on my social media platform. Until finally, of course, when I got more courage, I was able to post it. But my identity, like I said, is not about posting negative news. It's not about following all the trends on social media. That's not my identity. So you need to find out what is your identity. Then secondly, you need to build your brand based on your identity. So now I know what my identity is. I would now begin to build a brand that people can remember, that if you say this thing about this person, no, you would know that it's not that person that said it. So this person cannot do this. Oh, why do people want to actually come do business with me? It's because of my identity. Because your identity has to do with that thing people can remember about you. That image you have created in their mind. That's what your brand has to talk about. Your brand simply is your identity. Your brand simply is the image you create in the mind of people. So you need to find a way to build your brand that will stand out from the entire population. So what is that brand I'm trying to create? What is that brand I'm trying to build in the mind of people? And you need to understand that you cannot separate your personal branding from your business brand, because your personal brand has a way to rub off on the brand of your business. Yes, some people say, oh, I can separate my brand. No, your personal brand would definitely have a way. That's why I tell my staff, even after close of work, as long as you are still working in our company, your brand still rubs off on this company, whatever you do out there. The same thing as Christians. Your brand, even when you leave the church, you are not studying the Bible. What you do at work has the way to tell whether people will see you as that individual who actually portrays the Christ-like individual. So your brand actually is what you need to portray more. So the more you let people know what you stand for, who you are, the more, before you know it, people begin to want to relate with you. You can be that kind of person who is a sanguine. You love to do some of the trends they do. You might be the shy person. There's a lot of emojis online you can use to cover your face. People won't even know your real face. People who know your real face. I was trying to remember the name of a particular brand, but I can't remember her on social media. I think she studied as a nurse, and she couldn't get a job as a nurse, and she went into bead making. And from her bead making, now she has hundreds of thousands of followers just by doing funny skits. You might know her. Yeah, she's popular. From a nurse now to become a bead maker. Yes, she's doing that. People are laughing, but guess what? People are patronizing her at the end of the day as well. People are patronizing her because she's using it to also market her business. Because people love anything that will help to take out stress from their life right now, globally. So that's why you see a lot of comedies, a lot of skit makers are making more money than the actress and the actor. Why? Because people just want to stay glued to things that will help them to get rid of the stress in their life. So build a brand, focus on that brand you are building, and push it with all you have. Now, you need to also begin to use paid adverts, because some people might not know you. So you need to use paid adverts to push your brand out there. You need to collaborate. You need to do partnerships. Now, what we are doing right now, going live together, we have done something, collaboration.
Yes,
I am
ma'am.
the son of the prophet.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody that has gone to this live show, they've done collaboration.
Yes,
I saw 2 persons follow me while this live show was on.
ma'am.
Maybe
Wow.
also the son of the prophet, I do not know. Maybe 1 or 2 persons must have followed it during the live show or after the live show. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened is that brand drops off of brand to grow
Yes,
their brand. So
true.
don't say, you know what, I don't want this person to steal my business ideology. Idea that is flying in the air, that is the first person to execute it. That is, and execute it well, that becomes the owner.
Yes,
Idea is
ma'am.
plenty. So you're not the
True,
only
ma'am.
one that idea is
It's meant for.
omnipotent or
Yes,
is
ma'am.
just
Yes, ma'am.
just made for you, like
Yes, ma'am.
you. If you don't run with it, somebody else has picked it up and is running and
Definitely, ma'am.
making a whole lot of buzz with it. You will just
Definitely.
be saying it to 1 or 2 persons. How
Yes.
many people will know you had that idea? Because you never did anything with it. So
True,
rub
ma'am.
off with other brands, partner, collaborate. Do not say that, oh, they are, see, even people in real estate sector, in e-commerce, they are coming together to collaborate because
Collaborate.
in
Yes, ma'am.
collaborating with each other, with one another,
All
is
right. Yes,
what
ma'am.
even makes you to fight the uncommon enemy, which you do not even know might be coming or do you know that there are some companies that
Yes,
will
ma'am.
just work to pay another company to bring another company down. They just pay some
Yes.
people and say, you know
True,
what?
ma'am.
Just,
True, ma'am.
so what are you saying? Collaborate, partner
Collaborate.
to
Yes,
grow your brand. Because
ma'am.
sometimes as well, you need to know that by collaborating, by doing partnership, your name can be mentioned in a place, but because you have collaborated with that person, you are partnered with them, they know who you are, what you stand for.
Yes,
They'll be the
ma'am.
one defending you.
Yes,
They'll be
ma'am.
the one standing for you. So you need to grow your brand, then try your best to rub off on other brands to grow your brand. Do more live videos. Because after your live video, you can decide to push it with paid advertisement.
Yes,
You can. Do you know that being on newspaper is not as expensive as so many people feel?
true.
Being on some blogs is not as expensive as so many people feel. The reason you think it's expensive because your mindset has caged
Yes.
you.
Caged you.
Believe
Yes,
that
ma'am.
it is expensive, and you've never made that attempt to find out that how can I be on some newspaper headlines? It's just maybe 15K, 20K.
True, ma'am.
Some might just be 50K. Some might just some TV might just be 200K to appear on TV or 100K to appear on TV. And guess what? Just that presence, your presence on that newspaper, just that presence of you on that television, guess what? What has it done? It has added to your brand. It has added to your portfolio. So if people are carrying you like this, now they increase the way they see you because they see that your brand has changed. Your brand is growing. Okay, I'm going to stop this because I know you have more questions for me.
Thank you so much. I mean, I've written an entire page right now because
Wow.
I'm this kind of person that when I see opportunities like I know that before I can see opportunity to have a life like this with you again, it takes time. And even before we can see physically again, I know how busy your schedule is. So every opportunity that I see, I try to make do with them as much as I can. And one of the major things I've spoken about here, ma, one of the major things is collaboration. One of the things I've also observed in our generation is we are competing instead of collaborating.
Yeah.
Right? Which the truth is there's no competitor out there. You are the competition of yourself.
Absolutely.
As long as I'm concerned, right? But when you collaborate, there's one saying that says that because collaboration is connectivity, right? So it is your connectivity determines your collectivity. What you connect with determines what you collect from that person, right? And as you have said, ma, consistency also is key to that, right? Be open to change. What is revolving around your company, be open to it. What's your identity? Build your brand based on your identity, right? And what I wrote here, when you spoke about paid ad and whatever, what I wrote here is use money to make money.
Yes, so
that's
you want to make money, you need to spend money. To make money, you have to spend money. If not, you cannot make money. In this current age and time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for that, ma'am. Let's move to the next question. I have observed that you have been involved rather in the real estate sector in Dubai. Most especially of recent, I've always seen your status, your Instagram page. I've always seen Dubai. So I mean, this aspect has to do with Dubai now. Okay, you are involved in an exciting real estate project in Dubai, right? I saw the buildings and all the mock-up, which is really amazing. Can you tell us about the vision behind this project and why Dubai was chosen as a key location, ma'am?
Okay, So why Dubai was chosen as a key location is majorly because there are a lot of benefits for people who are investing in Dubai. And Dubai actually is still a very young market. And in a couple of years, maybe in a decade time, in about a decade, the market would have, of course, grown beyond what we have right now. And for me, looking at the fact that you can easily make an annual return of about 10 to 14% or even more is the reason for me to actually want to invest in Dubai and also encourage people to do the same. Because investing in Dubai means that not paying property tax. So compared to some Western world, if I have a property, I have to pay property tax. I do not pay all of that. So like I'm paying zero property tax. And apart from not paying property tax, if you look at a lot of countries, when it comes to security, Dubai is super secured. There is no country in the world I have traveled to with my kids that I will go to the park. I'll be in the park by 12 a.m., by 1 a.m., by 2 a.m. with my kids. It has never happened. And it has never happened. I'm not sure if we happen yet, maybe in a couple of days when the security is better. But in Dubai, you're there with your children. You're not even the only one there. You see other people with their kids also in the park playing at that time of the night. Nobody is scared of the night. You know, when people are saying that they are scared of the night in Africa, maybe 1 week, one thing, someone is locking in the dark. Not in Dubai. Night is day. Night is when people have the opportunity to even, they want to meet, they want to do transactions in the night. I have never seen that ever in the world. So the security is extremely amazing, really amazing. And they actually also protect the property of the individuals in the country. During the flood, some people's property was damaged. The government secured every property. That is the one I know of, that I heard of. They did everything without collecting a dime from these investors. And it's not about your nationality. Whether you're an African that owns the property, you are from the Middle East, wherever you live, they fixed everybody's property that was damaged. So why would I not want to invest? I want people I love and people who want to see value for their money to actually invest in such a place. I want them to invest in such a place. A couple of years ago, about a decade ago, property was valued as, like a 2-bedroom, for instance, was valued at $200,000. Some was valued at $250,000, $300,000. Even as 3 years ago, we still sold those kind of properties for around that amount. But guess what? Fast forward to 2024, just 3 years later, this same property are now valued at $700,000. That is just 2 bedrooms. So you can't get such properties for that amount that you got them about 3 years ago. You pay like almost triple the amount now. And it's like value of my property will quadruple its price. And why would I not want to invest there? Then to crown it now, just barely 2 years ago, there was an agenda by Sheikh Mohammed that, okay, when you, instead of 10 million naira investment, when people invest 10 million naira in Dubai economy, they get a golden visa, which is the highest form of visa in Dubai. But now, with just your investment of 2 million, in short, to shock you, you don't even need 10 million dirhams anymore. 2 million dirhams. With 2 million dirhams, you are able to get your golden visa. Golden visa covers you, your husband, your children, your mother, your father, and 2 domestic staff. So I can, and there are so many other benefits to golden visa. For those who want to know, you can reach out to me privately and I will tell you that. So there are so many other benefits to having a golden visa as well. So it's really, really juicy. That's why for me, I am so in love with investing in Dubai. The returns are amazing, both for investors, even people who sell for us. They also enjoy the returns they get for selling, from selling for us as well. So it's really amazing having your investments there in Dubai. And in the next 10 years, there's a new agenda by Sheikh Mohammed called the D33 agenda, that Dubai economy is going to quadruple its current size And that would tell us that it's going to quadruple its current size. Yeah, I am telling you that the property is $700,000. So maybe it should be about $2 million.
$2 million.
No, not the arm to
$2
$2 million.
Right.
Yes, from $700,000, it will be about $2 million because it's currently 2 million dirhams now, which is about $700,000. Yes.
Wow.
So now it's going to be quadruple the amount in a couple of years. So that's why for me, I am also pushing that our smart investors who know numbers and who love numbers would quickly invest in such a place, because our past investors as well, they're enjoying the dividends. Somebody their property at 1.2 million dirhams. Some later sold their property at over 2 million dirhams. So they got double the amount they invested. And I always advise people, when you're buying property from Dubai, buy from developers that have good track records. Buy from people who have good track records. Work with brokerage companies like mine that can show you which developers you should work with and how you should go about it as well. And what actually the property that best fits into your portfolio, because this property is a long term. You get to pay for 3 years, some you get to pay for 4 years, you get to pay for 5 years, which makes it more amazing. And you are not paying any interest on this property.
Wow.
The property actually is yours for the rest of your life. It's a freehold property. You are not renewing anything after 100 years.
Wow.
If you go to UK, after your property is not yours for the rest of your life, they'll tell you that it's not freehold. But this is freehold. Yes, this is freehold that we are talking about here. So, which makes Dubai really pretty, amazing. And a country whereby we have tourists always visiting, of course, the capital appreciation and economic growth keep growing. What happens eventually is that real estate will continue to grow in such an environment.
Well, as regards this, I mean, I would say it like the way they'll say it in Dubai. Abibi, welcome to Dubai. Because the truth is,
I hope you know the meaning of Abibi.
I don't know. I just said that. What's the meaning?
I hope I'm right as well, but Abibi that I know is my friend.
Oh, okay. I think I can be saying that. Welcome to Dubai. I mean, the truth still remains that it is good that one actually invest in where your money can work, right? There are some times where you invest in some places. Take for instance, somebody is buying land in Nigeria and you are buying a plot of land for like 20K. You know that you are not the one to benefit. Maybe your children are the one to benefit from such. But when you have a place where you put your investment and then you have the return of investment quickly, you know, everybody wants to put themselves into such position and to make more money from it. I personally have never been to Dubai, but I've seen the infrastructure of the place. I've seen how the whole place look, and I know that for one, there's excellence on that land when it comes to infrastructural development and stuff like that. So in case anybody have any question as regards to Dubai and properties, please reach out to Mrs Bisi Akintayo. She would definitely love to assist you going forward. Yes, ma'am. So question 4, ma'am. How important is social media in building an e-commerce brand, and how can young entrepreneurs maximize its potential?
Social media is extremely important. I don't even need to say so much about that anymore.
Yes, ma'am.
If you still say that social media is not important in building your brand, then you are still joking. And I'm going to take an example of what we all know. Years ago, for you to make it in the movie industry, you need to act in movies. You need to physically act, find a way to lobby and get roles and try to get key roles. Now, with the advent of social media, not everybody, a lot of people have become actors and actresses. People who automatically will not be able to showcase in some movies. If they have gone to this movie set, they've used the social media platform to be able to turn themselves into, they have become content creators, and now they are even being called by this artist or this same director who would not have given them this role a couple of years ago to come and perform and to come and act in their movies. Why? Because social media is the one that's been able to help them to achieve this. And you don't need to be an actor, be a movie star I remember my sister here, Uche Bonds, did something last week. She posted something on her page, and it was basically about a child and a husband studying the word of God. It could just be that. Just look at what the son of prophet So has been able to do with social media, trying to use Papa's voice, and he has used that to impact lives. Yes, we have used that to impact many lives globally, just by the social media platform as well. So social media has been a pivot into building a lot of people's brands. So you just find, sometimes you might not really know what works for you. Like my daughter now, for instance, although sometimes I claim I'm too busy for her, my son as well, they really want to do social media, but I've not really been able to pattern what these children need to do on social media. I think that's what I've not really been encouraging me to really sit them down and do things with them. My daughter loves to cook. At times I post her cooking stuff on social media. But I know it might take a while for me to really find out their niche on the social platform, because they are not me. And I don't want to try and create content with me on their page. I'm trying to avoid that as well. So I know it might take a while. So for some people, you might not really know that particular specific place you might want to pattern after on the social media platform. But just keep trying different things. But whatever you're trying, let it still come back to your niche. Don't forget your identity as you are doing those things. Don't also try to follow or do everything trend you see. There are some things that they are going on online. My staff will tell me that, oh, man, you need to do this video. This is trendy. I'll say, no, this video is not for me, because my branding does not go with it. My brand does not go with this video. So I cannot do it. So I cannot do it because it's what is trendy and everything everybody's doing it. Does my brand align with this? No, my brand does not align with it. So be sure that your brand has aligned with whatever you're doing. But social media has really helped so many people to grow their brand. But one of the things I'll say is you that you are just starting, run paid adverts. Paid adverts also would really help you for more people to get to know about you. You might have 1 million followers, but all the 1 million followers, not even 50% of them sees your post every day. How will Mark make money if they see your post every day? They won't be able to make money from you. So you still need to run adverts sometimes to retarget your lookalike audience, to retarget people who already follow you. So I'm going to end there.
Thank you so much for that, Ma. Keep trying different things. Put your hand on different things that you can put your hand on. Right? Don't just give up. I mean, that is where, going back to what you have said, consistency come in place. Right? Keep being consistent with that thing. You never can tell. And Doctor said one thing when he said the statement. He said, fail now so that you don't fail tomorrow. So even if you fail tomorrow, at least make sure that you have failed over time and then you are ready to actually venture into the next part of what you are meant to do. Yes, ma. I mean, this question will bring me back to what I heard from you as regards the Dubai. Because I like money.
I love money. You like money. I love
money. Okay. So now, regarding the Dubai property, Dubai is known for its luxury, and fast-growing real estate market. How can young entrepreneurs take advantage of opportunity in the Dubai property market, especially in cities like Dubai? For instance, I would say that how can young persons, or let me reframe it, how can young persons start venturing into businesses and real estate in terms of Dubai, and that can make money from?
Okay, that's simply easy. If you want to make money in Dubai, just start selling for other brands. Find a reputable brokerage firm, start selling for them, start closing leads. Like for instance now, if you sell for us, we are currently running on a promotion that if you sell for us, depending on the property you sell for us, you can earn as much as 13 million, as much as 20 million from a property, from just one property deal. So why would I want to not sell for you then, if you are offering that kind of commission for just selling for me or for my brokerage firm? So you can find reputable brokerage firm. For this I'm talking about, we are just the only brokerage firm in Dubai that is giving this large commission, although that ends the month of September. Then we are also giving all expenses trip to Dubai next year.
Wow.
Yes, some people will say, but people cannot gain access to Dubai visa. Don't worry. You just sell. For we have a target to just hit the target of selling 4 properties within the range of 2 million dirhams. And apart from the first commission, we also there's a leadership conference coming up next year in March. So we would also pay for you to be in a 5-star hotel, lodge you for 4 days for the conference, and for you to also be able to meet amazing and great people as well, and visit the beautiful city of Dubai.
Wow.
So, bottom line, start selling for other brands. You have uncles, you have aunties, reach out to them, talk to them about the benefits, not you must own a property in Dubai. No. Tell the benefits of why they should own a property in Dubai for them, and that way, before you know, you are also in your own commission. Because one of the things people do not understand is that money actually there's still money in our country. It's just that the money has moved to another direction. Sure. And the only way for you to be able to come out of inflation is to be able to earn in foreign currency.
Currencies.
Any foreign currency will help you to come out of inflation extremely fast. So one of the things you need to do is ask yourself, how do I earn in foreign currency? This is one of the ways I just told you. Selling for other brands can help you earn in foreign currency. And you're making millions.
Yes, ma'am. I'll still say it again. Abibi, welcome to Dubai. Because I mean, imagine 30 million and then you're having access to a conference and then you're staying in a 5-star hotel. That's really, really amazing. Which some real estate company would not give such percentage. And like you have said, you're the only broking company in Dubai that is giving such incentive when it comes to someone selling property for you in Dubai. Right. I will go straight to the next question. And this question is something that is quite personal. And I know that one way or the other you have heard your mentees talk about this over the time. Right. So the question says that, what are some of the untapped opportunities in e-commerce space that young people should explore?
Okay, we have a lot of untapped opportunities in the e-commerce space. Like some people will say, oh, there's no more opportunities in the e-commerce space, but there are a lot of it, and you can see some people already doing that already. E-commerce is broad. We have some people can just say, oh, you know what, you can decide to be doing a subscription. They do it a whole lot in the Western world. I mean, the US now, and there's hardly anything you want to do, and they're like, maybe you should subscribe to a monthly package. If you do it one time, it doesn't even pay you. For instance, let me give an instance of someone who wants to maybe clean our pool, who is saying that, oh, for me to clean your pool, I'll charge you like $20 every month. So for a one-time cleaning of your pool is $20. But if you want me to clean your pool for you, I'll come 4 times in a week. I'll come 4 times in a week. 4 times in a month, and I'll still charge you the same $20.
Wow.
So which one would you go for? $20 one week or 4 times in a month?
4 times in a
So
month.
basically, you also will go for 4 times in a month, like me. Because you just look at it, it's just $20.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me just go for it 4 times in a month, and the pool gets cleaned, and I'm not wasting my money. Make penny wise and pound foolish. So subscription is one of the things we can look out for. You can decide to have it could be something different. It doesn't have to be what everybody is doing. You could decide to say, okay, subscribe for we women, we like prayer. Monthly subscription for prayer. It could just be prayer. So let all the witches in my family die. And you're paying 3,000 naira. And you are finding good prayer points. You are finding speakers to also come in your prayer meeting. Maybe sometimes you bring some top speakers to make the group continue to feel like, wow, this woman came, this man came, this man of God was the one that came. But your monthly subscription, for instance, is 2K. It could be how to raise godly children. Monthly subscription on how to raise godly children. And it's not something much, maybe 5K, 3K. Please, let's multiply 5,000 naira. That's our calculator now. 5,000, let's assume you have 200 people. It will not be immediately you have 200 people in a group.
Yes, ma'am.
But let's assume you have 200 people in a group,
Yes.
and you are just charging 3,000 naira. So every
3,000.
3,000 naira. So every
That's
month, before you know,
600,000.
600,000 in your pocket every month.
True, ma'am.
Maybe you want to give an honorarium to some of these people that will come once in a month, once in a while. Could even do an honorarium of 200,000, 250. But you still have so much left in your back end at the end of the day. And maybe you're paying a social media person. I'm just saying, this subscription for something else, for one business or the other, you could find that to do. You could, which I feel that has not been properly maximized in our country. Yes, and we need to make this money quite reasonable because we are not yet open to subscription back home. So you need to make it quite reasonable so that we just if 1,000, if it's 2,000, you don't just feel it. You don't know that the 1,000 or 2,000 people are making me millionaire every month. It's making me millionaire every month. People are paying me 1,000, 2,000 every month. I'm becoming a millionaire. You don't know, and I'm enjoying my life, and you wonder, this woman, how is she doing it? 1,000 naira subscription. So you could. That's. I'm going to share just that one. It's just one of the untapped. There are a lot of untapped aspects of e-commerce that people are not open to. It could be that they're just doing. A lot of people are doing edu marketing, so educating people about their field, but that has not really still been properly addressed. Yes, so you can still look into edu marketing, and when you begin to sell products, people will literally buy from you. Then another aspect of e-commerce that yet to be tapped as well is we actually going back to our customers who have patronized us before to sell new products to them. A lot of people in Nigeria, in some African countries as well, they don't know how to bundle and sell products to people who are bought products to them. Here in the Western world, for instance, you buy one product for them, you are not done with it, you are already seen about 10 products they are asking you to buy. You have entered their funnel and you are just committed to keep buying. Then another part that we not tap successfully well, I know I said I was going to limit to that one, but I'll add this one also is the aspect of affiliate marketing and giving referral bonus. So it's not really tapped. Even myself, giving referral bonus, apart from commission I would give as a company. So giving referral bonus also, you refer somebody to me, to my company, you're going to earn like a 30% of that amount of money. And that will help more people, help you to refer more people to my company, to whatever I'm doing. So we need to look into that as well. Because that's going to be properly utilized.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma. I mean, one of the things you did,
Son of the prophet. I said, you're most welcome, son of the prophet. Man,
I'm your boy. I'm your boy. Right. Thank you so much for that, ma. One of the things you made mention here, which is also key, is that we have not addressed into is go into subscription. The truth is, the 1,000 you get, like you said, there was a day I did a calculation of. Imagine the way bank usually remove 15 naira charges from our transaction. So 15 naira charges by 6 million people in a day. That's about 300 million naira from everybody in a single day.
Every day.
so let's just say exactly, ma. So in a week, that's 2.1 billion that the bank has made from us every week. So now imagine in a year, that's or even in a month. So that's a whole lot. And on that aspect, that's why they say the rich keep getting richer. There are things that the rich has actually discovered that people that are still coming up are still trying to it's not making sense. How much is 15 naira? Oh, by 15 naira. It's like all these toll gates and what have you. They will just collect 100 naira, collect 200. You think it's a small money. When they do the collation, it's the collectivity of it that will now be like, hey, this is big money per day. So thank you so much for bringing that to our attention, ma. Now this had to go, to the goals that you already set for yourself in the e-commerce sector, right? With your goal of impacting over 10 million people by 2030, what role do you see young entrepreneurs playing in shaping the future of e-commerce?
Okay, that's actually so. What role do I see young entrepreneurs playing to shaping the world of e-commerce? Some of them are already playing into that role already. A couple of them are already collaborating with themselves. So collaboration is one of the things some are already doing, which is already growing their brands as well. And some have embraced the AI tool, which also is being used to create their brand. Some have also embraced innovation and creativity, and which I believe is also helping to push their brand forward and positively to the world. Because without innovation and creativity, your business can be stagnant. Your business can actually decline, and it can affect your resources. It can affect your profitability. And the main reason why everybody is in business is not to do charity. Even the NGOs are not there just to be an NGO that is not making profit.
Yes.
Even non-profit NGOs are making profits. Why? Because they need profit to run the NGO.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I believe all of these things are currently being done by them, and more of it will be done in the future, and which will shaping the scope and the whole e-commerce space in general.
Thank you so much for that, Ma. I remember when you first started, you made mention making your what you do, actually your identity, to align with what you want to do. This brings us to the next question. Right. So how does your project in Dubai align with your goal of empowering women under 40 to own properties? What step can young women take to start investing in real estate?
Okay, so I don't sell the company I work with. We don't sell property in Dubai. We sell in Nigeria and in US as well. So how has this actually helped? Now, a lot of women who want to own their property might not be able to afford buying their own property with the salary they make. But by coming to sell for us and using that money positively to begin to do a project for themselves. So it has in a way aligned, because trust me, not everybody can come in and buy property.
Yes.
Some people are still struggling. But by they coming into our organization or coming through our program, they are able to understand and see why they need to actually make more money, not because they want to do a competition to their spouse, but just to be an helpmate to their spouse. And when you say the positive aspect, so you are making money at the end of the day. Because a lot of women are making money actually, but not lots of these women are putting this money back to buy. Women are buying, selling properties, but they are not buying properties. Maybe for instance, now I told myself this year I'm not going to buy a woman egg. I tried to last year. Like before there was no months, at least I would not buy like woman egg, maybe buy like 2, 3. Sometimes my younger sister will come and pack some of them. So sometimes some people I'll just give it out. So I just made a conscious effort. I think I'm kind of being wasteful in this direction. I called myself to order. I'm kind of being wasteful. I could use this money much better to invest in myself, to grow myself. And I started doing that. So intentionally, refuse to. I don't care whether I'm not on social media to want to impress anybody. I can wear this hair again next month. As long as I wash it, I'm fine. At least the old that started with the woman hair is only one color hair they have. Except they choose to dye the hair. And if you don't like the hair, maybe say I'm wearing it for too long, you can choose to buy a new one for me. If you love me that much, you can throw a new one into my life. So I'm not that individual that will say, I wore this on social media last week, so I cannot wear this dress on social media again this week. That is not it. I don't live my life to impress anybody. I don't live my life on social media to want to make you feel that, oh, I have clothes, or I have money, or I have shoes, or I have this. Funny enough, shoes are not even my friends. My friends, rather. My husband is always finding a perfect shoe to work with, fitting rather. So for me, basically, it was just a conscious effort. I wanted to invest more money in myself, and I had to cut the waste in my life. here are some of this money going into.
Into.
So I was being pushed in this direction. So I consciously told myself, if I want to buy any number of hair in a year, maybe max I'll buy maybe 3 or 4. Maybe max if I manage, maximum if I manage maybe 5. But not just buying when I don't need it. Not just buying clothes when I do not even need clothes. So all of those things I have to consciously tell myself, which is important and good for everybody to focus themselves to order when it comes to some of those things. Like I said, do not live your life to impress anyone else.
Yes,
I don't do that. I don't live my life to impress you on social media. And I tell people that money in code enunciates what an identity of the person is. So as an individual, my identity is not that I want to make money to oppress you. So if my intention has always been, if I want to, you think you will know somebody that is humble when they have money. Let me put it down.
Yes.
So if you think that somebody is humble, wait until they have money. You know how humble they are.
Yes.
You know how humble they are, because money actually for me brings out your true identity. Yes, it magnifies the individual.
Yes.
So for me, having money for me, it's for me to just be able to be a blessing. That is it for me. Not for me to want to impress, to oppress, and not lead people into a state of destruction and a state of penury. So that is not it for me.
Thank you so much for that, Ma. I mean, one of the major things you said here is don't live your life to impress and to oppress.
Yes.
Because the truth is, most of these celebrities that you look at, that you are like, oh, they have a good life. Most of them are broke, man. I've seen, I can't just come online and start mentioning names, because if I mention them, they'll drag me. Right? I went for a conference one time, and this lady online, if you see her online, you see different stuff that she's doing, how clean her skin look like online, you know, the kind of car that she was. I saw her at this conference, man. I mean, I was there with my sister. My sister was like, so this lady is so dirty like this. I mean, the filter is not what it is. So we later discovered that it is filter. You might think that her skin is a filter. You might think all these things that she have, they are just, nobody will post online that they drank that. Nobody will post online. Right, so nobody will post online and say, oh, they went through all of these things, or they are going through all of this. Everybody wants to post when they went to Transcorp, when they are in an helicopter, when they are in a plane. But you fly bike. Take a picture of when you are flying bike. Let people learn from it. Right. So don't live your life to impress or to oppress. Thank you so much for that word, ma. The last question before we move to GWF, ma, is what are the key difference in handling real estate projects in Dubai compared to other regions? I mean, let me use the word compared to Nigeria. Right? And what should young entrepreneurs, you know, be aware of when exploring international markets?
Okay, thank you so much. Before you say that, let me just put a disclaimer. Mr. It's so good to have you here. He said nobody will post online that they drank Gary. In my house, we drink Gary in my house. So because there was a time I was making a mandatory, not too much of it, for my children to take Gary, and it's intentional. I tell people also raising my kids, basically based on the Yoruba food I prepare. There's none of my child that will say, oh, he's a picky eater. He doesn't eat beans. He doesn't eat eba. He doesn't eat amala. Now, intentionally, with my rod, I will hold my rod like this when they were young. You will hit this food. You must, I will not go and cook, say, my child doesn't eat eba, so you have to make rice for that child. Where do you have that time? I mean, you are not eating eba. No, everybody, open your mouth. Oh, yeah. Take it.
Swallow.
And the reason also is because I don't want my kids to go to a house and they are serving swallow, and it's not saying, in my house, I do not eat swallow in my house. No, I don't want it to become a problem. Except maybe the kind of food we do not prepare in the house. And then I just there is not used to it, no problem. So intentionally, I made them because I also want them to understand that life is not fair. Life is not easy. So don't say because you are privileged. A lot of children out there, they never chose their parents. It's me, I want to choose my parents. So my father will be a $10. My father can be the gate safe. They say it's true.
Yes,
You see Papa. You pick Papa or pick Elon Musk.
I
You
mean,
see, you see, that is the way it is. So everybody will pick who they want to be their father.
yes,
But
ma'am.
these children never got the opportunity. So always try to balance that. And as a parent as well, always try to balance it. Don't say because I suffered, my children must not suffer. You need to do what you mean by suffer. Do not let them just have access to everything because you can afford it. And that's what my husband has been able to do. My children do not have they don't have the phone till date, and they will not have the phone all through their secondary school. I don't think they're not going to have a phone. Maybe we can change our mind, maybe due to the fact that they are now old enough and they now are matured enough. All the phones, I monitor the phone that if I'm not going to be around, if their nanny is at home, I give them one of my phones, and that's the one that I used to communicate with them. So it's just an intentional thing that we need to do so that we do not build over entitled children who cannot now continue to produce and replicate and keep the wealth as well. So my children drink Gary. They drink it. The only thing is that because I don't know how to drink Gary without sugar. So my children do not know how to drink Gary without sugar. So, so that's the only thing. But we drink Gary very well. I don't post it online, but we drink it and we enjoy it. And I'm proud of it. And I'm proud to say it any day, anytime. So let me go back to my question. So thank you, Mr. Sosa. So back to our Dubai question, please. Can you repeat that question because this Gary has made me.
So he says, what are the key difference in handling real estate, projects in Dubai compared to other regions?
So why Dubai is so interesting and very easy to handle real estate in Dubai is because number one, we are working with reputable companies, developers over there in Dubai, and the difference is that you get to pay your money not all at once. It's based on installments. So you as an individual would have known whether it is possible to be able to actually pay at once or not to pay. Whether you can fulfill the payment plan based on your annual salary that you keep getting or on the returns of your business. So in terms of that, it's like a 4 years spread. So if you can do the 4 years payment, you can do the 3 years, you can do the 5 years. And the fact that there's no interest rate, there's no property tax as well, makes it really easy. So I know that this is my payment schedule. I need to pay XYZ amount every month, or every 6 months, or every 7 months, every 8 months, depending on the number of months. So and you also know that when they say they will deliver, sometimes some of these developers even deliver before 6 months before the delivery date. So which makes it more amazing. And inflation doesn't affect the Dubai market, which is also another amazing. So compared to Nigeria now, we're being affected by inflation. I've been traveling to Dubai for more than I think 6 years now. I've been traveling to Dubai. Yes, their money is still 3.6 to $1. Their dollar is 3.6 dirhams to $1. It has never changed. And before I started traveling, it has always been like that. So there's no inflation in Dubai that prices of food went up. Prices of the only thing that goes up in Dubai is real estate. But you see food, you see every other service, the service remains. But food, inflation happening, it doesn't affect. So inflation affects our own property in the US, in Nigeria. But over there in Dubai, there's no challenge when it comes to nothing about inflation.
Wow. Thank you so much, ma. The way you are saying Dubai is like I should just enter Dubai tomorrow.
Yes. I love Dubai. I'll still be in Dubai next month. Is it next month? Next 2 months.
Wow.
Yes, I'll be in Dubai.
Ma, take me along with you. Put me in school back.
You don't have visa, yes. Man. You don't have any visa. I would have loved to take you.
Obviously, I would really work towards, getting a Dubai visa by next year, by God's grace. Before the fall of this year, once I renew my passport next year, I'll put that as my
But they are not even doing visa yet for
Nigerians.
For Nigerians. But of course, if you are attending the conference is being hosted by Mommy Awoshika. So For those who sell our properties,
Oh,
you are your way to Dubai. Yes,
wow.
Mr. Esosa, you need to
Wow.
come to Dubai.
Yes, so
Yes.
Mr. Sosa, let's stomp Dubai. Let's just go. But
Yes.
now that you're
Okay.
Nigeria, what have we done?
Hmm.
I wish I have my visa. I would have just breezed into Dubai. But thank you so much for that, ma. And
Okay.
yes, it's going to be
So
it
sorry,
will be
I'm
an
still jet lagged.
yes.
I've been up since 2 a.m. So sorry
Wow.
that I'm
No,
yawning on you.
no, man, no, man. It's fine, man. I
Yeah.
understand.
And
I understand.
I'm still going out immediately after this live
Yes,
show.
I understand, ma. I know that the GWF is actually by the corner.
Uh,
I mean, and that's what we want to talk about right now because I mean, since day one, we've been talking about GWF. A lot of people have been like, okay, what's this program about? What are we to expect? And what are the benefits of GWF? And if I may ask you, ma, because I know that you are also a show partner in terms of bringing this conference into a reality, ma. What can you really say about the Global Wealth Festival coming in Houston, Texas, ma?
So the Global Wealth Festival over the years has been a life-changing, transformational conference. It has always been a conference whereby people are able to learn how to build transgenerational wealth. Now, not just people, including myself, I have learned so much from the Global Wealth Festival, and I've been a part of it for years now, since about 2021, where we started. So the Global Wealth Festival, for anyone who actually is looking for, I'm tired, I don't know what to do, I don't know, have direction in my life, or I do not even know how to put all my business acumen together, how to be able to concretize my businesses, or the way forward in my life, in my business, in my family. The Global Wealth Festival is all encompassing. And this year, of course, we are having amazing speakers. Cosmos Maduka just arrived.
Wow.
He arrived today.
Wow.
Dr. Steven is currently around because he went to welcome him at the airport. So I'm sure they're in his hotel at the moment.
Wow.
So we have fantastic. Imagine he telling you about how, yes, we've heard it several times, so you're hearing it in a different direction. You're hearing a different story about how we started, how we able to be able to be a global person. That it's not about how clean your English is. And he's one of the people that inspired me, because when it comes to speaking English, I used to say to myself, after all the English you learned in school, so I'll now control myself again. You did not, at least you did not even learn for phonology in school. You did not even enter your language laboratory. Phonology was taught to me via book. They would just read it to us. So I would just find excuses. I think those are the excuses anyway, to comfort myself. I feel sometimes, even when I start speaking, I will be scared of speaking sometimes, because I don't know if I'm calling the word the right way, or if my Yoruba accent is not having anything to do with me. When I'm talking. So, but listening to Cosmos Maduka has really been able to really help me to not look at my grammar. It's not about the grammar. The grammar is key, but it's not about the grammar. It's about the mullah. The mullah is more important than the grammar. When the mullah is coming, nobody sees your grammar. Nobody sees. Your grammar becomes the correct grammar when the mullah is coming in. So the Global Wealth Festival, I want you to be a part of it. For those who are watching it, the Son of the Prophet just dropped the link. It's hosted by GTEX Holdings, and our chairman is Dr. Steven Akintayo, and he has been a man who has always loved to impact lives. Ever since I've known this man, he has been doing trainings, conferences, events ever since we were students. So it's not that what he's doing today is new to him or new to me. He has just genuinely want to see people grow, want to see people succeed, even when the numbers are not tallying at times. So if you know your friends who are in Houston, you know anybody in Houston, distance is very barrier, even if they are in Dallas, even if they are 5 hours away, coming to a life transformational event. I would love you to be in the physical session, or anyone who you need here to be in the physical session. because the physical connectivity and having these people,
Yeah.
you seeing them physically as a way of changing your life. So
True.
I want you to be in the group because there are powerful people who will be coming on that day, and I want you to be there to get impacted, to get your life turned around, changed via meeting this set of individuals, powerful individuals. Some people will be arriving tomorrow.
Yeah.
Also for the Global Work Festival. People are coming from the UK, so from Canada, from different parts, to be a part of the Global Work. I came from Nigeria as well, so I have to.
You're representing us, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So yes, my brother, I'm
man.
representing you.
Man.
I'm representing Nigeria all the way. So I really need you, or Mr. Esosa. I need you to go and register. I don't know if you've registered, so. They have the hybrid, is an hybrid session, online and offline, and you can be a part of it. I have a code which I give to only my students. My mentees are the only one, but I'm going to give 5 people an exceptional access to get 50% off.
Wow.
So if you go on the Global Work Festival now, I'm going to call just 5 people. After 5 people would disable the code. So the code is Amazon, okay? So Amazon in capital letters. That's the code to get 50% off for you to join physically online. This code was just strictly made for me, for my mentees who have signed up under me for me to coach them. So there's no 50% discount, but I am giving you this discount if you use the coupon code Amazon. So you can go there, go register for your friends, register for your spouse. One of the things that God has helped Dr. Savings to do is, even while we were cutting, was the fact that even before we started cutting, rather, I did not even know that if we're going to be in a relationship. They will register for events, for training, for me and a couple of other people. Pay with his money. So you also can do the same thing. Pay with your money, register for people, just be a blessing. Stop giving them fish. Come, let them learn how to fish. I can assure you, people's lives will be transformed, will be changed. If it doesn't, if you did not learn, if you did not feel that you learned something, you can come back and meet me for a refund if you did not learn. But you must show me why and what did not make you. Some witches in your village, but you're following that person, for the person not to be able to know. So I need you to sign up for the Global World Festival. It's a power packed event, a 2 days event. God, 2 days, every day event, an event like no other. So it's the conference happening 21st and 22nd of this month, meaning on Saturday and Sunday. Come live, we are doing it. Global World Festival, big time in Houston.
Wow. Thank you so much about that. I mean, I will be very sincere with you. Since the planning of Global World Festival, I wasn't part of the planning since day one, but at least when I came on board, I saw a lot of work that has gone in place just to make that event, a great one. I even saw the Indian family that also coming to have a lot of properties in Houston. I've read about those people. That's the truth, right? I've heard about
even have a lot of speakers flying in as well for the event.
Yes,
really powerful.
Yeah. So when I saw all of those things, I said to myself that there are conferences and there are conferences. There are places where you go that you have no reason for your life not to be transformed. If you leave that kind of place without a connection, like a proper, it means you have not done your assignment before the event. So it is advisable that if you have a business, go and restructure your business. Come with a proposal, come with a portfolio, change your ID card look, change your business card look, wear a new suit, look like what you are projecting. Because you have to look like billion. Imagine a conference where you have Dr. Stephen, Dr. Cosmos Maduka, and then the family from India and other speakers. These are billionaires in what they do. Right, so you want to come and meet me billionaire and you are dressing casually. You also need to look like them, smell like them. That when they and scent also goes along with when they shake you like, oh, you smell nice. So with that, that's the key word. And they're asking about what perfume you use. And also aside from that, I also saw the fact that there's also a feeding part during the conference where there's lunch, and there's breakfast. There's also for VIPs and then for regular. I saw that and I said, if I'm in that conference, I think if I didn't even learn it, at least I had VIP food. I came from a rich table. So yes, it's part of it. And one thing I love about we African is hospitality. There's nothing that an African person will do that you will not know that is an African person that actually had an input with that, which has to do with hospitality. So thank you so much for bringing an event such as this. Thank you so much for encouraging Doctor, because the truth is there is no great man without a great woman at his side, not his back. Back in those days when they say there is women at the back, no, they are at your side. Nobody is meant to be by the back. You have to go through the journey together. It's a long time. They say, can two come together except they agree? When you come together, it doesn't have to come from the back. It has to come from the side. The bone of your bone is from the side, not from the back. Right. So thank you so much for being, the stepping stone, for being the ladder that is, propagating all of these things. I keep saying it that any great man that you see today that is great, you need to give kudos to his wife if he's still married. For the fact that there is still that connectivity. Thank you so much for supporting Doctor for this vision. And thank you once again for having, to come on this live, because I know how busy your schedule is. And thank you.
Thank you so much, the son of the prophet, for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Mr. Isosa, if you need any other details, or if anyone needs any details, please reach out to the son of the prophet, or reach out to me via my DM, and we'll give every other detail. So I look forward to you signing up, Mr. Isosa, and every other person in the house. Thank you so much, and have a beautiful day.
Yes.
Bye, everyone.
Yes, bye.
Bye.
Yes. So that is Mrs. Bisi Akintayo, the wife of the great man, Dr. Stephen Akintayo of GTEC's home. I mean, it's a great time having her tonight. I know how busy her schedule is, and for her to be. And I also know how busy the schedule of everybody on this call is, right, to be here tonight. If you have learned one thing or the other, or if you are just joining in, you can do well to watch this video afterwards and really understand what we have been doing since day one. If you follow my page, you discover that I've hardly dropped a content per se, just because of this, conference, and then we can be part of it by the grace of God. I will be there live. I mean online. I wish I have the US visa. Mr. Sosa, let's see after this call. I need the US visa ASAP. All right. So I will be online to also experience the conference. I'm even having an event that same day, right? I'm having an event the beginning of that, of the conference in Unilag. You can do well to also be part of the conference. It's called the Impossible Conference. The Impossible Conference. I'm going to share the flyer from tomorrow, on my social media page, and do a video as regards the program, or even come live tomorrow and talk about the event, right? It's also a power-packed event, but immediately after the event, I'm going live for the Global Wealth Festival. Oh, US and UK visa go happen. Amen, no. That's what I'm praying for in UK and a US visa. I'm not relocating. It's called global repositioning, right? I have to, I mean, a lot of work, need to go down in all of these locations. However, I'm not saying that UK and US is where God is. God is everywhere. And I believe that God actually is with you. But one thing I want us to part with is, according to what we have had today, action that one thing that God has laid in your heart. Don't procrastinate it. I don't know what God has laid in your heart for you to do. I don't know what God has set for you to do this season, but please action it. Action it and action it. You'll be so surprised that the word is waiting for you. The Bible speaking said the word is waiting for the full manifestations of the sons and daughters of God, right? So you want to make sure that you action that vision, you action that goal, and you can be rest assured what God have in store for you this season. I cannot wait to see each and every one of you excelling. That's one of my vision and my goal this season. We have been praying, we have been fasting, but we need to start taking action, drastic action. I believe in prayer, I believe in fasting, I believe in sowing seed, I believe in doing all these things, but I also believe in working smart. And you work smart by learning from what other people have actually done, or what they are actually doing at this period. So thank you so much for being part of this call. For everybody who joined in from the beginning till the end, thank you very much. And for those that are just joining in, do well to watch this video afterward. I remain your very host, White Olaso Kamibari, popularly known as Son of the Prophet. I'm here to give you the key of content in the kingdom and even in a business. Anyways, call me a businessman. From today henceforth, I think you should have doctor to my name. Maybe Dr. Son of the Prophet. Dr. SOP. Because I've been interviewing doctors since day one. Or what should he even be called? Yeah, maybe Dr. White. Hi, Dr. White looks very, very professional. Nice to meet you. My name is Dr. White. Well, thank you very much, everybody. Hope to see you accomplishing greater things. Have a lovely. Oh yes, Mr. Sosa. Yes, I mean, call me Dr. White, please, please. Place your respect on the name, Dr. SOP. Thank you so much, sir. Don't have a lovely night, sir. Let's see my DM ASAP. ASAP. God bless you. And